Oh! Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, God!
Hi and welcome to Unclean Sheets. Arsenal 3, Leicester 1. Konark, how do you feel about that? Talk to me, man.
Yeah, being an Arsenal fan, it feels great because it's been a while since we've beaten Leicester. I wasn't really sure about how we do today after seeing our lineup. Pablo Mari plus Luis could have honestly gone either way because um, they both are ball playing but slow centre backs, and especially with Tierney making overlapping runs and going ahead in the pitch, we could have always been caught on the counter with the devastating pace that they have. I mean, they have Vardy, Iheanacho, Harvey Barnes, and yeah, we know how good Leicester are at taking the chances that they get. And the game started off well, but then we soon saw that happen where uh, who scored the first goal? It was
Tillemans scored the first goal.
Yuri Tielemans. Yeah. Where we lost the ball on the flank, and then it was suddenly just like out of reach for us
Yeah,
because
the
Tierney was
defense
up.
the defense actually
Yeah,
shut down like this video call is about to shut down.
yeah. That's. I mean, Arteta in his first few games really did like solidify our defense, but lately I feel that's been one of our weaker areas. Like we've been conceding a lot of goals that we should not be conceding due to like it could be individual errors, like one that Cedric made when he tried to pass it to Gabriel, or like Danny trying to pass it back to Leno against Benfica. I guess that's happening because of the system we're trying to implement, and we all know how much time establishing a system takes. So it's a work in progress. But yeah, we got caught by the counter, and then Tielemans, obviously he was clinical enough to score. Xhaka was running behind us, no one on the right flank, and then it was just 1-0. And going down 1-0 that early, I didn't really expect so much because we have a key players, Oba and Saka, missing today. And yeah, it just it just didn't really look good for us at that point, especially
So,
with the lineup. I wasn't really expecting much. I would take 1 point from there, and yeah, it was
since you
a pretty pleasant comeback.
since you spoke about the process and the system which is kind of working like clockwork, not exactly like a clockwork for now, but it's start the gears are
We're
kind of
trying to
finding up right
establish it.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how do you feel about the whole propaganda regarding the process? Do you trust the process or not?
I honestly, I don't. Uh, I'm not the biggest believer in Arteta's philosophy because for one, like the there was a brief period where we had a worst run for a very long time, and all we were trying to do was cross the ball in the center, and like we had like 37 crosses and nothing to show for it. What does that mean? Like Oba scored 3 goals from headers. Like it's not working. The brilliant crosses that Tierney was putting, they were coming to nothing. And yeah, I mean, crossing does work, but if you only rely on that, you can be shut down very easily by low block teams like Burnley or teams that just like to defend, hold back, and take advantage of the mistakes that you make. And like knowing we are Arsenal, we tend to make the 1-2 mistakes which cost us. Like against Aston Villa, where Ollie Watkins capitalized on Rob Holding not marking him and Cedric misplacing a pass. So there are definitely flaws with the system, but it's at least something to work towards. Like it took Klopp 4 years before he won a trophy, and like I mean he's learned from the best. So I mean I'm not like the point I'm trying to say is like if we sack Arteta right now, who's gonna come in? Who's gonna come in and right now give us better results? Because I don't think there's anyone in the world who's available right now who can do like who can maybe motivate the players to do better than he is. Because at least he made Oba stay. Um, he's he's made Oba stay. He's made the Odegaard deal
Yeah.
happen.
Mhm.
Saka believes in him, so there are a lot of positives
Because the
about Arteta.
players do believe in him. Like
Yeah,
I think
that is the one
it's
thing.
It's Lacazette
Sorry.
who has trust the process printed on his shoe or something which went
Yeah,
viral,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of shows how much.
Another
Yeah.
correct. Sorry. Continue.
No, no. The what I was trying to say is it kind of shows a sign that the players do have a lot of faith in the manager, who got a lot of bantering everywhere from social media to the fans in general. And we did play a C team, and we still got a
Correct.
result. And like you spoke about Klopp, he had a few transfer windows in his hands, and I mean, Liverpool are where they are because they have the funds, and Arsenal have been dodgy with
I
the
wouldn't
transfer
say
policies.
exactly they have the funds. They got lucky. Like FSG don't really invest a lot in the team, but with the Coutinho sale bringing in loads of money, they could afford to have, uh, they could afford to bring in Van Dijk and Allison, which were slam dunk signings as we would call them. It was like us signing Oba or us signing Mesut Ozil or like in previous years. It's a signing. It's a well-renowned signing. You know their star players, their marquee signings. They're going to perform. So yeah, he has a little bit of luck to it, but again, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to give the manager time. And the point is, if we sack Arteta, who's going to come?
Yeah,
That's
true.
a key point. Talking about trusting the process and Lacazette, um, he's been in really great form this season,
Yeah.
and he always scores when he has the armband, and I'm really happy for him
Okay.
because um, I miss 2017 Lacazette. Like he
Yeah,
was
we all do.
different
Yeah.
gravy. Yeah, we all do. Like how good he was. We all remember he was the player of the season for us that year.
I'd even take
Um,
2018 Oba, where he and 2018 Lacazette, where he and Oba were just firing goals. Uh,
yeah. Sorry, I think I'm talking 20. Yeah, I'm talking 2018.
yeah.
Laka. That he was great that season.
Mm.
So again, he finds the net. He finds the back of the net, wearing the armband, and I really feel that it's about time that Arteta starts trusting him more because whenever Laka's doing really well, he just gets benched to make Oba play. Which, in a sense, I mean, I feel Oba's class. Like, you know how
Mm.
good, we all know what he can do on his day. But he's not a really good presser of the ball. And today I feel that's what we did really well with Lacazette, Willian, and Pepe up top. We pressed really well and we won the ball back up in the final third in the midfield. And yeah, we uh, pressing, pressing looks so much better with Lacazette up in the center. So I think that's something to consider for Arteta at least.
And your thoughts on Willian? The guy got 2 assists today after his Europa League performance.
Uh,
Speaking of Willian, I mean, the transfer itself felt like having tea with a spoon, which didn't make sense
yes,
at all. And the spoon, I
yes.
mean, Willian's legs literally look like spoon. I mean, you eat this way,
Yeah,
right? But if imagine this is Willian's leg, he get this balls and he's gonna pass it back again to someone. I don't know what the guy's problem is, but the guy got 2 assists, which is not believable. I think my sister
yeah,
quoted that his stars are changed, and when she said that, I had to check up his horoscope, and maybe that's what's working out for him. Leo stars. It says that what's due is coming back. I mean, it's gonna work for the Leo. I think his horoscope is helping him. Also. Something is working out for William, and I'm like, as long as it helps Arsenal, I'm happy.
definitely. For one, like before when he was at Chelsea, I actually rated him a bit because he's not going to be a player who's going to be consistently performing for you, but on his day he's going to be just brilliant. Like I can reminisce to like this game against Spurs, Chelsea versus Spurs, and he just put up fantastic performance. He got one assist and was like barely dispossessed, uh, making runs from the deep, and like he was superb. So there are games like that where he's superb. Like against Barcelona, he found a post twice and then he scored a goal. But we were signing him on a free. That was the only positive about the deal, and we are giving him a 3-year deal, which like it just makes a mockery of us Arsenal fans because we keep signing Chelsea rejects like players. We are called as a retirement
Retirement
home
home.
FC, and it's irritating. And it started off well. Obviously, first game week he got 3 assists, but as you said, like it looks like he's like his legs are like spoons. He gets dispossessed more than any player on the pitch, and he just looks lackluster. He doesn't look like he has what it takes to dribble past players anymore. But
True.
saying all that, today he put a fantastic performance. I was speaking to a friend before he scored, or before he had any goal contributions today only, and yeah, he just looked really good pressing and carrying the ball ahead. And I felt he's going to have a good game, and that's what he went ahead and did. Like, he got an assist, probably the easiest goal Pepe had to score all season. And yeah, that run from deep was again fantastic.
Do you think?
Just generally good performance.
Do you think we're gonna make top 4? As your last comment.
Absolutely not. I don't think that's a question.
I mean, if
Even worth
United and
considering.
Chelsea, United who have a history of not performing against top 6 teams, and Chelsea who looks dodgy when when the chips are down, they might drop points. Do you think there's a silver
No,
lining, a
I'd
single
bet
ray
my
of hope?
life on us. I'd bet my life on not finishing top four. I don't think there's any chance. There was this game where Arteta. I was furious with Arteta because we were playing Southampton in the FA Cup, and he benched our key players. We were about to play them twice in that week. We were going to play them in the FA Cup and the Premier League, and he benched our key players for the FA Cup tie, which I felt we could have won if our key players played, and then we beat them in the Prem. At that point, what 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 I felt was that Arteta was trying to compete for the top four, but then again, it's Arsenal and a string of luck and bad defending. Um, we got that unfair Louis red, that red which should have been given to the who was it, when Saka was clear on goal and the red wasn't given, and it just makes me wonder, like, if it was an Arsenal player making that challenge, would it be a red or not? If it was Louis,
Yeah.
in my opinion, it would be a straight up red. And yeah, these things happen, and like, Arsenal aren't the most consistent team in the world, and you and I both know it.
Yeah, we do.
And taking all this into account, I feel there's no way we're making top four. But I
It's the
definitely
hope
feel
that
we
kills
can
with
get.
Arsenal is
It's
what
the hope
people
that
quote.
kills you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the guy Boom Jakalaka. He had made it to the final two in FPL, and he was like, as an Arsenal fan, it's the hope that kills you.
Okay,
Yeah,
cheers, man. Thank you.
thank you.